Hey, you guys, I wanted to pop over. I'm going to do a couple of videos today. So, this is the first one I plan to do. And this is about the free insurance license. It's so awesome that many of you have reached out to me and are reaching out to me from a video I did back in 2022. And so, I thought that I definitely needed to hop on here and update it. Who am I? I'm Pastor Garlinda Price. I'm also the owner of Fusion Insurance Group. I'm a licensed real estate I am a licensed real estate broker, but I'm a licensed insurance broker. So many states call them brokers, some states call them agents. It just depends on where you are. And before, I want to apologize to many of you had reached out to me and wanted to know if I was building a team. You wanted to know if I was currently recruiting. And at the time, I wasn't. I had stopped selling insurance, life and health insurance for a little while after the death of my brother and the death of my mother-in-law and the death of a best friend. It was just too much to bear to talk about insurance. So I completely dropped the ball, had let it go, and wasn't even sure if I was going to stay licensed. I had stopped recruiting, had stopped building a team. And so I want to apologize to those of you that I dropped the ball on, that you were really interested and found my channel and I wasn't there to give you the information. So now that I've had a chance to catch my breath and get a second wind, I'm like, okay, let me get back into what I am passionate about. I do love real estate and I do love insurance, right? So the free life insurance class, because I get a lot of text messages, which I'm grateful for. Thank you to all of you that reach out to me from the videos. Thank you for all of you that ask me about free licensing and how to be successful. And those of you I've been blessed to have a conversation with. But I want to be like set the parameters and like be clear about the free licensing. We offer free life insurance and health insurance class licensing for those people that are going to partner with our team. I currently sell insurance with under Family First Life as a non-captive agent. And you can, with Family First Life, you can work with other companies. You can work with Lincoln Heritage. You can work with Senior Life. You can still be licensed or hang your license with other IMOs. If you choose to do that, there's nobody saying you can't be with multiple IMOs unless it's stated in your contract. So if we're going to provide a free link to free life and health insurance courses, it's because we've had an interview. We've had a phone conversation. We found out that I'm a good fit for you as a leader. You're a good fit for us as our team, as a fellow business professional, because it's not a job, right? We're basically going into business together. I'm agreeing to help you. But I was like, okay, let me get on here because literally it's almost every day that somebody asks me and I feel like I haven't given enough information about it. So if you want a free life and health insurance class and you want to take that class with us, there are some parameters. The first step is an interview, and I've placed my Calendly scheduling link in the description of the video. So you'll see that down below. Also, once we do an interview, I'm going to connect you on an interview with our upline to make sure that for them, you're a great fit, right? And then I want to outline in detail for you some expenses that you're going to have when you get your life insurance license, right? A lot of times, I just want to dispel some myths, right? So that's the first step. Schedule an interview. I talk to you, you talk to me. I connect you with our upline, make sure you all are a great fit. This can all happen in the same day, depending on when you call and availability, right? And then after that, you have to commit to a boot camp, right? So you got to go to the boot camp, you got to go to the training, you got to commit to the fast start. So there's a process of, after you get your license, there's some other steps that you still have to take. But let's talk about the money, because I feel like in my career, which I've had a short life insurance career, this is going into my third year. But I feel like I've had great success, and I've had some losses too. I've had chargebacks. I've had people leave my team because I wasn't being the leader that they needed me to be, right? I can't put it on them. I was just in a place where I wasn't focused, right? And so I want to share with you that life insurance has expenses. So if you say, I want to get my life license, I want to get my health license, you're going to have to pay for a background check. Okay, so the class may be free. That's true. But after you get your license, you have to pay for your license for whatever state you're in to get the license activated. You have to pay for a background check, and every company is different what they charge for a background check. Then after you pay for your background check, you're going to need to get some insurance, right? So I have insurance through a company called Calsurance, and it's $120 a year, I believe, but you initially pay $26. No, it's $26 a month, but I believe you start out at $120 that you pay. I can't remember, but I'll find out for you. because I renew it annually, so I don't remember, and I've had it for 3 years. But you have to pay for that. So you have your license that you pay for, you have your background check that you pay for, your fingerprinting, which may be included in your background check, but it could be a separate expense. And then you have to pay for your insurance, okay? And then whatever marketing you're going to do. So if you're going to have business cards, if you're going to have car magnets, if you're going to have brochures, right? You don't have to have those things starting out because all of the carriers have marketing materials. So you literally could start with just those things, but you got to think about how are you going to get business, right? So when you call me and you say, well, Garlinda, can I have the link for the free class? Your first step is an interview, right? Your second step is an interview with our upline. Your third step is then, if we've agreed that you're a great fit, we send you over the course links. You can go ahead and take your course, and we give you 14 days. You need to finish the class within a 14-day time frame. Why? Because the longer you drag, statistics show that the longer you take to get through the life and health insurance course, the less likely you are to finish it, the less likely you are to succeed. That's just what the statistics say. That's not what Garlinda's saying. Now, there are some outliers, right? There's some people that have taken longer to take the class because of life experiences. They take the class and then they take off like a rocket. They have great success. But these are the steps if you want to partner with us and join our team and be with us in business. And that's the only way we're going to give the free link. Okay. And then we also have a discounted link. So let's say someone says, well, you know what? I want your discounted link, but not your free link. It's still the same process because you want to know who you're going into business with. And these are some lessons that I've learned since I've got my license, started building and growing a team. I'll share with you the lessons that I've learned and why I'm doing this video to set the parameters for if I send you a free link. One was I never asked enough questions, I feel like, of the people that I was interviewing. Right? I didn't interview them to see what their character was like, what their motivation was. I did, but I didn't do a deep dive, right? I asked them those questions and then I heard what people said, but I don't feel like I did a deep enough dive to say, but really, why are you doing this? Because if it's just for the money, that's not a motivation or a reason enough to do it. It's really not. And in any business, it's not motivation enough to just do something for money, because when the money is funny, or when there is no money, or when the money is acting up, you'll quit. Right? It's just the truth. So you have to have a purpose, a passion, and a plan for why you want to come into the insurance industry, right? That's why I said when I wasn't passionate about it and I was just doing it for the money, that was probably my second year. This is going into my fourth year. My second year, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it because my intention is wrong. My motivation around it is wrong. And I don't want to do anything just for money, right? Because you can make money doing anything. You have to have a heart and a service around it. So then after we lost family members, after my brother died and we found out he had insurance, his insurance was enough that it paid off my parents' debt. They were able to buy a car, like put down a significant amount of money to buy a car. My sister used her portion of the insurance to renovate large portions of her home. I saved mine. I set mine to the side. I think I took a couple of vacations. It was a while before I would spend it because I felt guilty about it, right? So insurance, I've had a positive insurance experience for the most part, right? But that was motivation enough for me to say, you know what? That's what my brother would have wanted. And so we get to help with people's final wishes. It's bigger than money. We get to be the person that serves the family on the other side, right? I got to serve my parents as the executives of my brother's estate. And so that's why I'm saying, if you call me for a free class, I want to know, what's your purpose? What's your passion? Why do you want to come into the life and health insurance industry? Why do you see yourself here doing that? What makes it so important for you to do it? Because once you have a story around it and experience around it, you'll have success around it. You'll have passion around it. And the reason why, and I'm going to end on this because I need to do another separate video about insurance, right, that I want to share with you today. But the reason why I think it's also important was I didn't ask enough questions. I didn't find out what someone's specific purpose was, what their why was, why they were coming into the industry. And I realized that some people come into the industry, write bad business, realize it's not for them. And then those of us that recruited them, we have to pay their debt. Right. So somebody's had to pay my debt, unfortunately. Right. I've had to pay people's debt thousands of dollars. Right. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I've made several $1,000s in the insurance industry. Right. but I've also had to pay several $1,000s because I didn't vet people enough. I didn't do a good enough job of finding out were they a good fit and the right fit for Garlinda's team, for Fusion Insurance Group. So that's your next steps. If you're like, you know what, I'm all in, I'm interested, we are building and growing in every state. Let's talk about that. You're going to need, when you're thinking about a life and health insurance business and you're like, hey, I want the free link, I want you to have all the facts, right? I feel like sometimes people, they inflate the opportunity, but they don't tell you everything. I'm that person that I want to rip the scab off. I want to know the good, the bad, the ugly. I want to know what I don't know. Because sometimes it's not that we don't ask enough questions. We don't know sometimes what to ask, if that makes sense, right? So I want to be able to have a conversation with those people that we're interested in partnering and bringing onto our team. I want to share with them, hey, this is how you have a successful business. I've been in business 35 years. So I'm not new to business. This is just my 4th year in life and health insurance. But this is my 15th year in real estate. But this is my 35th year owning businesses, right? I think I've had maybe 3 jobs in my whole lifetime. I'm 56 years old. So I'm telling you from experience, right? So people glamorize life and health insurance, but you have to treat it like a business. So you have to have money coming into the business. When people say, oh, you don't need money because you can finance your leads and you can fund your leads, that's true, you can. And that's an excellent thing. You can finance and fund your leads, but you have to also have the mindset of knowing if I'm going to finance and fund my leads, then I need to be out here selling. So in case they take 50% of that check that I have, I still have money that I can live off of and or save and or put towards the goal that originally brought me into the business. But let's say that you're on a team that doesn't finance leads, right? And you have to pay for them up front. Then you need to have a budget set around your business to finance your leads to begin your business. Now you can take those leads and you can exponentially grow those leads into a referral resource to where you then don't have to stay on the company's the company's lead program. It's totally up to you, right? So depending on where you go and what team you join and who you partner with, it's important to know what the expectation is. See, I also didn't know coming into the insurance industry what the expectation of me was as a business owner, what the expectation was for me to show up. And a lot of times and on a lot of teams, there's a lot of meetings, right? I'm not going to attend 800,000 meetings. That's Garlinda. Why? Because I still own another business. I still have a ministry. I still have a family, and my business in real estate is out. So half the time I'm in the car. So I can't attend a whole bunch of meetings all day long and be sitting on Zooms all day long as a way to grow my business. But that may work for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just doesn't work for my lifestyle, right? So we have to have that conversation to find out, what does your lifestyle allow you to do? Does your lifestyle allow you to do virtual sales? Does your lifestyle allow you to be on the phone? Does your lifestyle allow you to go out in person? Does your lifestyle even have any room to fit another thing in there that you have to build and grow and create into a successful business? So that's the purpose of us having a phone call. But you do need money to start your life insurance journey. And people that tell you that you don't, it's not true. Right? It's not true. You got to have money to start your journey. And can you make great money? Yes, you can get paid every single day if you're selling a policy every single day, but you want to write good business. I also didn't realize when I was writing business with some not family, I've had friends that I've written business for that were like, hey, I want you to write my grandchildren. And then something happens with their finances or something happens with their business. And all of a sudden, all those policies get canceled. That affects your persistency. But we'll talk about that when you come in. But there's so many things that you don't see people talking about here on YouTube, that you don't hear people talking about on how to build and grow and set the expectation and plan for a successful life and health insurance business. But should you do it? Yes. Can you make great money? Yes. Can you make 6 figures? You sure can. Can you make residual income? Absolutely. Can you get paid on your renewals 5 years, 10 years? Yes, you can. Right? So if that's you and you're like, you know what, I want to have an interview, I want to talk to you, I want to find out what the real story is, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the excellent. A lot of people don't even talk about the free trips, right? So there's so much good that's in the industry, but you want someone to tell it to you from a place of truth. Okay. And there are people on YouTube that I follow that speak from a place of truth. But if you want to ask me and you're interested in partnering and you want to take the free class and you're like, I'm all in, my Calendly link is down below. My phone number is also down below, and we can talk about it. So God bless you guys. I look forward to those of you that are going to reach out to me that want to take advantage of taking your business to the next level. And then stay tuned for another interview. I'm not another interview, another video I'm getting ready to do right after this one in about 15 minutes. I'm going to be talking about the difference between partnering with a final expense company that just does final expense and partnering with a company where you're a broker and you write for several different insurance carriers. One is not better or bad or worse, right? I just want to tell you the difference between the two. So as you're out here looking for a company to partner with, if you're already licensed or looking to get licensed, you're making a comparison of apples to apples and not apples to oranges. You know what the truth is, you know how it is, you know what's best for your customers, because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. It's not about us. It's not just about the income that you can make and the lifestyle it will afford you. It's about the people that we're going to serve. Okay. So God bless you guys. I'm Garlinda Price, owner and broker of Fusion Insurance Group. And I look forward. I cannot talk today. I've not had enough coffee. I look forward to talking to you guys soon, and God bless you. See you in about 15 minutes. Okay. Bye.